haven't been practicing for a while, walk into one of the churches when you see it, ask for a good priest, and let him help you through a good confession, even if you have to say, it's been 30 years since my last confession, never mind, and get back again into faith, because it's really where life is and what is really a wonderful thing to do. So I had a wonderful stay in Hong Kong. I went with a 2-year contract, and the bishop asked me to stay longer, and then he suggested that I try teaching in the university because there was no Catholic influence out there, and I did. And finally he called me back from my father's deathbed when I was in Fresno on leave to teach in the seminary, and I did that for 6 years. And I was there altogether for 14 years. And after 6 years, God whammed me on the head and said, it's time for you to go home. I had an eye injury, and they didn't have either cryosurgery or laser in Hong Kong. I had a lot of operations, but nothing happened, and finally lost the eye, but it didn't matter. I could still drive a car and do really anything I wanted to do. But I had such a joy, really, Raimondi College. And I can tell you this, high school boys are much more fun to teach than university students, which I had later, because you have a closer relationship the younger they are. The most important teacher in your life is probably your first grade teacher, really. If you had a good teacher, you liked school. If it wasn't a good teacher, you maybe didn't get a good start, but all of you got a good start. Do you know the only people who come to reunions are people who've been successful in life? The other people don't want to come. So it means a lot. And the fact that Raimondi College is still going on. Do you know why it was started, that boys' school?
No.
They had lots of Catholic girls' schools because they had a lot of nuns. And they only had 3 men's groups that were having boys' schools. They were the Jesuits with the 2 YMs, the Christian Brothers, and the Salesians. They would have a school in Hong Kong and one and now there are a few more. But you know, everywhere, the Chinese are very open to God. Buddhism is not a religion, it's a philosophy. And there hasn't really been religion in China. And the Chinese have been very open to knowing God, and especially to knowing Jesus Christ. And it empowers you. The Holy Spirit, the whole Trinity, gives you an energy and a power and an extra life that is present in just the normal human life that you have. And many people in China have been discovering that. People in China today are fascinated. They meet some Christians. There was a young Christian college girl who was there, and before she had her meal, she made the sign of the cross, and they could see that she was talking to someone. And she could talk Chinese by then. You're talking to somebody. Yes, I'm talking to God. You're what? They know nothing. Nothing. Nothing, nothing. And very, very open. So for me, it was just a beautiful experience. And at the end, I had the formation of priests because I was trained also. I had a master's degree in Catholic social teaching, and that's what I taught in the seminary. And there were many priests who went through, and many of them are very important there today. And the church is really doing very well, Raimondi College is. But they had girls who were Catholic, and there were no Catholic men for them to marry. So they began with Raimondi College. And I don't know how many of you married Catholics, but that was the idea anyway, that you would at least understand the faith of the women that you might be wanting to marry. Thank you so much for coming to this meeting. I just appreciate it so much. I hope somebody is. Are you going to take me on?
Yeah.
But you have a full car, or can you take me?
Oh, yeah, we are plenty of jobs. I'll take you.
All right. I want to go up to my room first and get my jacket.
Oh, Raimondi is not co-ed.
What?
It's
Yeah,
co-ed.
Co-ed?
Yeah, elementary school, starting with girls.
So they do the matching right there.
Because we have this, what does he say?
That's the intention.
Raimondi is doing the matching. 唔使每日
That's for me.
Well, this is important to just keep it in place.
Okay, I just want to say one thing about traffic. Don't go through 19. I think we should go back to Highway 1, take